Welcome back to my channel, guys, and it's me, Irvin, with another video for you guys. This is actually be a special video. I want to do more videos about my collection, either what I collect, how I collect, what I'm buying, and stuff like that. So just different stuff here and there, so you guys can see the stuff around me basically grow. And first of all, my room is finally almost completed. I don't have any more boxes anymore for me to open. You don't see, there is a bookshelf right here. But I'll turn the camera a little bit like that. There is quite a bit of bookshelf space over there still, and there's more bookshelves over there that you don't really see in camera most of the time. But I did put quite a bit of stuff there. I have another table over there that's filled with books that I'm either gonna sell or give away or do something with them. I don't know yet. So anyways, as I go through stuff, as I review stuff, I learn how to take care of my books, and through some damages that have really hurt me here and there, I've learned to not do certain things, and I'm still learning as a person. So today's video is talking about damages in manga that I've encountered, either by buying or by collecting or just by my own stupid mistakes. So before anything though, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. Like I said, I'm trying to get more of these videos out. That way it's not always just review, reaction, review. There's more other stuff that I can do for you guys for sure. So okay, I want to start with stuff that just, you know, it wasn't really because of me. It was more because that's how they were selling it, and I decided to buy it just to see. So first off is when you buy off libraries. When you buy off libraries, there is one clear indication that first it was stored in a library, but secondly that you can't really take away is this sticker right here. A lot of libraries like to code their stuff. They also like to put stamps in the front or back of their books. This one does not actually have it. It does have other stuff. I'll show you in a minute. But the main thing for library books is this. A lot of people that are starting their collections will buy from libraries because they're about $1.50. Something like this actually was, I think this one actually was free. And you know, it's nice, especially if you're trying to figure out what to read next, if there's older manga that you've never heard of but a lot of people talk about, you know, and you really want to get into it. It's a good way to start. This unfortunately is hard to take off. If you do, it leaves a sticky residue which will damage the books next to this one, and I just have stopped trying to take them off. The other thing is that they can come with sleeves taped to them like this one does, and you can't take those off either because they will damage the book. And this one has a hole in it. Yes, they actually had a code on the back of the book, and instead of, you know, writing it with dark marker or whatever, how they usually do, they decided to cut a hole in it. This manga is worthless in a collection, to be honest. Other than me having an old Tokyo Pop that I want to read here and there, that's really all I have out of that. So huge damage in that one. Another one, and this one is actually one that I have no control over, and I showed it in my last manga haul, is when you buy off of eBay or used books, and you know, it's kind of hard because the disclaimer in those websites is they don't have to put all the details. All they have to put is that there's slight damages or it slightly looks like new, which, I mean, everything else is great except for this front cover right there that you can clearly see it almost seems like a rodent bit into it. Now, that's probably why it was hugely discounted, but personally, you know, if you're buying off a used place online, especially where you cannot see the damages yourself or see what like new looks like, then you are gonna gamble. So try to buy cheap. That's all I can recommend. This manga volume right here, was I think $2.50 because I bought 2 of them together, which was $5 together. So it wasn't a huge gamble for me. I can almost give this away and be okay with that and get myself another volume 21 for my collection. For now, I am keeping it in my collection, but it's a gamble. Third damage that I have in my library, and there's not a lot of these left anymore, is burnt damage. Now, for those who are new to my channel, you know, you probably have not heard the story, but I did have a house burned down about 5 years ago. It's been a while, almost 5 years ago, almost 6 actually. And that's when I first started the channel, when I first started my collection. And a lot of these mangas that I first started collecting, this was actually one of the first ones that I had, some Deadly Sins Volume 1, they have this damage. Now, I do try to clean it off as much as possible, but they did stay with some of this, you know, blackness to it. The room where my collection was did not burn down, and I just couldn't throw away everything. There was a lot of them that were heavily damaged with smoke, especially the ones that were in the top shelves. But some that were in the middle and the bottom, I couldn't get myself to throw everything away, so I did keep some of this stuff. Unfortunately, they're permanently damaged with some black stains, not just on the pages, but on the cover. So, that's the other damage. Now, other damages that I have caused are just horrible. Now, this volume itself, I've been wanting to review, but I just cannot get myself to read it. Now, you can't really see the huge damage yet, but there, now you can see it. It's completely warped. Now, what happened? Well, my fancy butt thought that it was going to be nice to take this to the pool and read, and it got super wet. I think someone put a towel over it, one of my daughters probably, and it just got super wet. It's completely warped. It's still readable. None of the pages have really ink that's like that's dredged down, so I can still read it, but I just haven't gotten myself to actually read it and enjoy it because of how damaged it is. I haven't been able to find the second volume. Like, I bought the third volume recently because I know I'm going to eventually get to it. But I can't find the second one. I only find the first one everywhere. So when I do find the second one, I'm going to rebuy it because this is going to go obviously to the trash. So anyways, don't read your manga close to the water. I have other ones that are slightly warped because of the beach. I went to the beach and I want to read in the beach because I'm bougie, and yeah, no. The last damage, and I showed it in the review of it, was Your Turn to Die. First of all, you see this color? It's not supposed to be this color. They're supposed to be bright like this. But I left it on my headset of my car, and discoloring happened because of the sun. And not just that, but the whole book fell apart. If you can see, yeah, the whole book is not stuck to the backbone of it. So this is what happens when you live in the hot sun of Texas and you leave your books in the hot sun. So don't do that. It discolors them and it damages completely, where really this is also going to the trash. I do have volume 2 and 3, so I'm eventually going to have to buy volume 1 again to complete the collection. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's all the damages that I have in my library. I'm sure I have others, but I didn't really go too much into detail to find all of them. But those last two definitely are going to the trash. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't be strangers.